Okay, so now it's recording. So one of the things I wanted to show you is that there is a help function in the system, and that help function actually has some videos on it as well. So there's a basic training demonstration.
Okay, yeah.
And then a webinar that we did, taking control of your maintenance with MMX, okay?
Yep.
So there's quick reference cards, training manuals, and things like that that are available with the login that we'll give you.
Okay.
So the home screen, again, scheduled versus unscheduled work is identified, and then overdue work orders, open work orders that are active but not overdue, and then completed but not closed work orders show. We have assets. Assets can have attachments. They can be anything you want them to be. And we have them, you know, here's an office complex. It's a site with multiple buildings. And within any given building, I can have pieces of equipment. I can identify critical components, okay? And I do that in the detail of the asset. I can identify all of the information that I need to know about the asset. Okay, we've got lots of user fields, and the basic information that's filled in is all that you need to, you know, everything you want to know: installation dates, warranty dates, how much it weighs, what it is, what you want to call it, and giving it a unique number. And then we can scan a barcode or QR code to create work orders on this equipment and do all sorts of, you know, look at work order history on the mobile applications that we have. We can tie things together in asset systems. So if I want to tie my chiller with my VAV boxes with an electrical panel, I can put a system together and identify and create work orders against the system. I can have pictures on my assets, okay? I can show specific tools that are needed on the asset. I can put attachments again, and any attachments that I want. I'll pick this picture here. I have no idea what it is. We'll see. So then I can view the attachment. Technician can view the attachment while they're doing the work. It could be a video link. It can be a picture, whatever it might be. Picture of myself and Jairo from the Dominican Republic when he was visiting. We have a dealer in the Dominican Republic for support help in that area.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can keep track of parts, so filters, belts, and things like that. If you want to keep track of them in a specific location in a building, you can do that. The people and that get assigned to work can be identified.
Yep.
Okay, and they can have different labor crafts. So you can have a HVAC technician, you can have a plumber, you know, on-site technician, whatever you want to call these trades, so to speak, you can identify in the different labor rates. So you can have regular time and overtime and holiday pay or whatever you might want to put in. There's 5 different rates that you can put in. Contractors. So if you subcontract something, contractors can be assigned to work orders, or if the customer contracts the elevator maintenance to a different company, for example. I know Tyco does that, but whatever they might do for window washing or things that you don't do, they can also schedule their work through contractors. There's a purchasing module. Some people use it, some don't. You can actually hide it, any of these tabs, if they don't want to use them, okay? Service requests can come in. These could, if you're using it internally, a client could send you a service request for the specific facility that they're at, telling you.
I remember we saw this in the previous demo we made with the local service organization. This was one of the features that they liked more.
Right. Workers, obviously, we can set up work order masters, and those work order masters get scheduled. So I can set up a schedule for yearly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, whatever I need to do for the specific piece or pieces of equipment. So for example, I've got a contractor here that has a high school with 40 rooftop units, okay? They set up master work order for all 40 of those rooftop units, and when it activates in spring and in fall, they get 40 work orders, one for each specific rooftop unit to put their time and parts and so forth against. Any notes, any replacement parts can be identified specific rooftop unit. The company gets set up, you know, different facilities and so forth. And then we have rights and roles where we set up the users and their capabilities based on who they are. And then there's all sorts of setup information here. We can identify different root cause failure reasons. So vandalism, operator error, weather. We could add another one called normal wear and tear. Okay, so if I spell normal correctly, save that. Now I've got another cause number. So we can set different work types. We can set up approval processes for work. We can identify different maintenance codes, different priorities, okay? All of those things are flexible in our system, different work types, okay?
Yeah.
So again, I can work with all sorts of different types of industries. I can do a factory complex. I can do offices. I can do municipalities with parks and swimming pools and things like that. I've got embassies that I work with, you know, public safety, fire, police, so forth, with different locations within the buildings. And I'm working at an airport in Iceland right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So airports are again a good opportunity.
Okay, yeah.
So again, a lot of flexibility. We've got the translations embedded in the system. I don't know how many demo system here, but in the production systems, there's all the different languages. Okay, and if I don't like this phrase in Italian, I can go in and go to the edit this, and I can go to the Italian and change any of these fields and save it, and now that it's customized to my preference on how it's interpreted. So that may be a very critical point for you.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a way to generate reports?
There are a lot of reports in the system.
Yeah. So those are pre-configured reports, right?
We use the Crystal reports, Mariano.
Okay.
So
and then you can create some reports.
Correct.
Customer reports, okay.
And we can help you also, okay?
Okay.
Again, I don't have it in this system. Let me show you some of our key performance indicators. So I'll go to a sample site here. We have key performance indicators that we have developed. So I can look at work from a standpoint that shows me by region for the whole company, what's going on, how I'm spending my time based on different work types. Okay.
Yeah.
I can break that down by region, and it will give me in real time a view of how my work is being spent, my workers' time. And then I could drill down to a specific facility. And this is real time. It's picking up the data out of the database as it, as we run it.
So JCS service organization uses the software. They can view each customer that they are surveying from the software with the details.
And then I can break it down to the specific technician, how they've spent their time, and analyze by trade. In this case, there's only one trade, but how they've spent their time and what percentage of the total that is for whatever period I've selected. Another KPI is the dashboard view, and that gives us, again, in real time, we're going to be able to see mean time between failures and things that I want to look at. So here's my customer service key performance indicator. What's the target minimum or maximum number for demand maintenance work orders? I can fill that in. What's my mean time to complete those orders? What's the average cost for those work orders? And then I can do the same thing on the PM side. What's my average PM repair cost versus my average break-fix work order? So you can see that break-fix is more expensive than PM. Another KPI that I've got in here is financial. And again, you can look at budget versus actual expenditures. Okay. So there's a lot of real-time data that's extracted in the key performance indicators. We've got the mean time between failure, and I can look at critical assets only for a quarter, and I can select a specific customer here and apply that, and it'll give me, if there's any breakdowns, because I need multiple breakdowns to have a mean time between failure, it will give me that information in real time. So again, another KPI is mean time between failure and mean time to repair. And again, in my demo system, I don't have a lot of data, but the KPIs are there and set up to customers. But these three in particular are very, this is what the customer wants to see, my budget, like that. So that's the system. It's matured. The mobile application allows the technician to do virtually everything they need to do on their mobile device, iOS, Android, and Microsoft.
Very, very interesting. Yeah.
So lots of capabilities. It's matured drastically since the Rome experience in a very positive way.
And we also have energy management module, so it tracks customers' energy usage and gives you graphs and other parameters.
Of course, we interface to Metasys in real time too.
In BACnet, right?
In BACnet, yes.
Okay. We also support your new product. It's called Verisys.
Okay.
For like smaller commercial buildings. Mm-hmm. And we also support FX, which is the Tridium product.
Yeah, the Tridium product. Okay.
So we support all JCI products. Also, we support other companies' products also. So if you're servicing a building which has multiple, building automation systems, we integrate with all of them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So very, very interesting. Of course, I already knew the product.